Hello, this is Dr. Mercola, and maintaining an ideal body weight is a challenge for many of us. And in fact, 2 out of 3 people watching this video are overweight. And why is that? Well, there's a number of reasons. Clearly, one of them is the fact that the single largest source of calories in the American diet comes from high fructose corn syrup, typically in the form of sodas. Now we combine that with the fact that 90% of the money that Americans spend on food is for processed food. That's a prescription for disaster, because if most of our food is coming from junk, how could we possibly maintain an ideal body weight? So that's a big clue. So ideally we want to choose foods that are unprocessed, whole foods, and ideally organic. You're also going to want to spend some time in the kitchen. You or someone you know or pay has to invest some time in the kitchen. And in alignment with that, it's going to be important to plan your meals, because if you're failing to plan, you are planning to fail. You need to know and understand what you are going to eat before you go to bed. Because if it's not planned, it's going to be very easy for you to resort to convenience foods that are simple to get at work, or junk foods, because it's just easy and it's there. So plan your foods. So even though there's another component within the right types of food, because you could eat the best, healthiest, organic, unprocessed foods and not lose weight, although a close relative of yours would have the same diet and lose weight. Why is that? Because we each have specific, unique biochemistry and genetics. So we've been working with the program called Nutritional Typing for a number of years now, and it's shown us very powerfully that if we can identify the foods that are designed for you, that the likelihood of you being able to successfully lose your weight goes up dramatically. So that's another important part of the equation, is to eat foods that are right for your nutritional type. So now, in combination of that, everyone knows that you need to exercise. And why does exercise work? Well, it works because it lowers your insulin and leptin levels, and maintaining a normal insulin and leptin level is really crucial to achieving an ideal body weight. And in conjunction with that, you want to get enough sleep, but not too much. If you're getting less than 6 hours of sleep a night, there's a strong likelihood that your insulin and leptin levels are going to be elevated. And with that elevation comes an increased risk for diabetes and obesity. But you also, as I said, do not want to sleep too much, because if you're sleeping over 9 hours, the same situation occurs. Your insulin and leptin levels tend to rise. So there's a relatively narrow window, somewhere between 6 and 9 hours, that you want to target your sleep zone for. So even if you're applying all of these factors, we know clearly that if you are not addressing the emotional issues that are contributing to the weight gain, that the likelihood for your success in the future of maintaining ideal body weight is pretty low. So there are a number of different modalities that work for that. I happen to particularly believe that energy psychology tools are very powerful, effective, rapidly effective tools to address those specific issues. And in our clinic, we use a specific type of energy psychology called EFT. So that is a key. Now, what I've also noticed is that it sometimes is helpful to have a measure of success. This helps contribute to the emotional component. So if you're able to be successful and actually lose 5, 10, 15 pounds relatively rapidly, that will help address these emotional issues and help you successfully adopt all of those factors that I mentioned earlier. So in an effort to address that, we in the past have promoted a product called Fucothin, and that Fucothin is a brown seaweed that is more specifically fucoxanthin, and that is a thermogenic that helps you accelerate the metabolism of brown fat. So powerful way to help you lose weight. And it also has pomegranate in there, which is an antioxidant, works synergistically with the fucoxanthin. But we've actually reformulated a product to a new product called Biothin that has not only the same exact identical ingredients, but also has hoodia. And hoodia is an herb from West Africa that you might have heard about, because it's been used for centuries in this area of the world to successfully help people lose weight and maintain an ideal body weight. So this is a new product we have. It's called Biothin, and we're seeing tremendous results with it. So if you're one of the people who struggle with this, and you are looking for an aid to use in conjunction with addressing the right types of foods to eat and the proper exercise and emotional components, then you may want to consider Biothin. So that is an important tool and aid to help you and your family take control of your health.